You know, I get asked so much about songwriting and melodies and kind of what's the best way to approach that, and I'm going to do my first songwriting workshop at the Jewish Community Center this summer. I'm excited about that because it's a subject very dear to me, and I have a real little bit of a simple answer to that. I think the number one key to becoming a great melodist, or whatever you would call somebody who writes melodies, is to listen to classical music. You know, that's where I learned it. I was just playing that Bach piece there. And I saw a great video where Paul McCartney, who's one hell of a songwriter, was talking about, he was trying to learn that Bach tune, that one there. It's called I forgot what that one's called. Minuet in G, I think. And that's how he came up with Blackbird. See, there it is. Listening to classical music. I fell into it. I just loved Bach growing up, you know, all his melodies. The Air for the G string. My favorite melody of all time. The Beret. I can play Bach all day. I love it. He's my favorite guy. And I would attest my ability to write melodies I learned from Bach. Chord progressions, I know all about that and everything, but I never saw anybody walking down the street humming a chord progression. Think about that. People hum melodies, you know, melodies that are what sticks to our heart and our soul, and it's catchy, it's the hook. That's what does it. So I would recommend, I know it's a little counterintuitive, but I'm serious. The number one thing I think anybody could do is listen to Bach, you know. Even Einstein said he thought God was bored with music, so he incarnated himself as Bach to show everybody how to do it, and then he went back up into the heavens. And I do believe that to be true. So go out and get some, you know, any Bach. Just buy it and listen to it. And how can all these songwriters, you know, like Sting and Paul McCartney and, you know, even the great guitar teachers of our time, like Howard Roberts, how can they all say the same thing? You know, Howard Roberts was, when he was going to heaven, towards the end of his life, he told Clint Strong he was most forward to meeting Bach. So that's what I would say as a songwriter. Listen to classical music, that's where the great melodies are, and you will pull so much from that, okay? And it'll help your guitar playing a lot too. So make sure and follow me on Twitter, Instagram. Email me about the workshop if you'd like to come. I can make that happen for you. And once again, we can always still do lessons in person if you're in the Dallas-Fort Worth area, and online through the Wonder of Look and Skype. Okay? So hope that tip helps, and that's the number one key to writing great melodies is to listen to classical music, and specifically Bach. Have a great week.